Hi everybody, welcome to Caketastic Cakes. It's Jen and I'm going to show you today how to make a whole bunch of different kind of seashells using no molds at all. So if you see me using any tools or supplies you can use, check the link in the description below. It should be able to help you out. Okay, I'm going to show you the first shell. I'm going to call it a scallop. I don't know necessarily it is a scallop, but that's what I'm calling it. I started with a ball of gum paste and I pressed it onto that veining tool there, the flower making tool that has the basically scallop shaping on the one end to make a print. I'm going to pinch off the end on the one side so it becomes more fan-like, and I'm using the blade on the other end to follow the seam of each individual mark and then roll it around the edge to really accent the scalloped edge that there is. I'm going to take a circle cutter, press a little circle imprint, pinch it off, and you got a scallop shell. Like, nice and simple, right? No problems there. This next one is going to be a snail shell. I don't know, again, I'm just calling it a snail shell, but this one is super easy as well. No problems here either. You're going to take one piece, roll it out nice and long, skinny on one end, nice and fat to the other. Try to make it as evenly as you can, and as you saw, just wind it up. That's it. Nice and easy. I'm using my ball tool there to just press a little opening at the side. It changes the shape, so I'm shoving the other one in there so it flares out properly again, because it kind of made like an indent, sort of. You'll see it again real quick here. So again, you're going to take it, roll it between your hands to make it nice and long. Try to make it even. That's why I'm using my fondant paddle to try to make a nice even gradient there. Start curling it up at the small end toward the big. Cut off the extra so it's nice and flat. Hollow it out a little bit. Stick that up in there, fix the shape of it, and there you go. You got another nice little snail shell. This one now I'm going to call a conch. I don't know if it is. Again, sorry if I'm wrong. But you're going to start with a long piece again. You're going to have one piece that's longer and fatter than the other though. So it stays fat in the center, tapers off at each end, and then you're going to twist the skinnier end while leaving the fatter end alone and just press a little hollow in it. And I'll show you one more time, okay? I know it was kind of a lot. So you roll it between your hands. You're going to have it rolled out fat in the middle, thin on each end. So one end is going to be thin and long, the other is going to be skinnier, okay? Take the skinnier end when you're ready, and you're going to just fold it over and twist it until there you go. You've got yourself another conch shell. You're going to press down in the center a little bit of the long part that sticks out, so maybe half of it, sticks out at the bottom, and that's your conch shell. See? Not too bad, right? Not too bad. Okay, this one I have no clue at all. I'm just going to call it a spiral shell. It's going to be basically the same as the conch shell. You're going to have it really long, rolled out really long, but when you twist, you're going to press down and twist and press down and twist, and you're going to keep twisting. You're not going to just have 2 or 3 big loops like you did on the other one. You're going to press down and twist, and it's going to make it become much longer and more angular. And the same thing with the conch, just press down with your veining tool in the long part that sticks out the bottom. So here it is again, okay? You're going to have it real long. It's pretty much even on both ends this time, but you're going to twist and press down, twist and press down, twist and press down a little bit. And that's going to stack it up like a spiral, ice cream cone or something. Press down there with the veining tool on that one end that sticks out. Try to make it nice and even, as even as you can. And yeah, okay, I have no idea. Spiral shells, sure, good. All right, now I am going to make a bigger shell here, or bigger snail shell here. This one is really, really basic. You're going to make basically like a Hershey Kiss and turn it on its side, and then just spiral up the one part that of the long skinny part of the Hershey Kiss, and then press it into the side of the shell. And all I'm doing here, it's kind of hard to see, I'm sorry, is I'm using my fingers, just pinch around the base to kind of flatten it out to make it more look like it's a snail shell sitting on the ground there. You see what I'm doing with the ball tool there. I'm just pinching out, trying to make it a little smoother. So that's it. I'm not going to make any hollows or anything because it's going to sit just like that. But you see, it's kind of like a snail. So I'll show you again. You start Hershey Kiss like. You're going to put it on its side, twist up that little bit you have sticking out, and then kind of press it in. Keep it on its side so that the spiral is on its side, and then you're going to pinch around the edge right up to the edge of the spiral on the bottom there. Just pinch a little lip to come out and make the bottom of your shell. So there you go. Once again, see, not too bad, right? It's kind of awkward, but it's not too bad. This is just going to be a starfish. I'm going to show you how I cheat. I use the flower mold that, as long as it has 5 petals, even if it has extra petals, rip them off, whatever you want to do. Starfish do have more than five arms at times. But anyway, I'm using the tool, just printed out a bunch of them, cut out a bunch of them. I'm using my stippling tool just to poke a bunch of holes in them, just to kind of make it look a little rougher, like how starfish skin is kind of rough. There you go, starfish. And now I'm just going to show you what I did with them. I just took some shimmer, edible spray-on shimmer. I just went over my moon snails or whatever they're called there. Just gave them a light coating, mainly, on the one side. Put them aside, let them dry. I'm using some blue shimmer for my starfish. Not anatomically correct, I'm pretty sure. However, it made it colorful, so who cares, right? There are my conch shells. I'm just dusting them over with some rose-colored edible glitter. I'm mainly focusing in the cracks, that's just what I did. If you want, you don't have to start with white gum paste. You could use a different color so that they're automatically colored. You could paint them with food coloring and really get into the details. I just wanted a little bit of color, but a lot of shine without going crazy with it. And also, I get asked a lot too if you could use fondant instead of gum paste for these. I don't know. I honestly don't know about this. If you add some Tylose powder or CMC powder to your fondant, I'm sure you could. I'm positive you could. I don't know if you could use regular fondant because I feel like it might lose some of its shape. So I'm really not sure. You'd have to try it and see how it works, I guess, and see if you're happy with the results. I'm doing some green shimmer here on my scallop shells. I just made a whole bunch of them too. And I'm just doing some silver now with my spiral shells. And these are just a bunch of shells. You don't need to go out and spend money on a mold. All you got to do is roll it out long and thin basically and just start twisting. And you're going to end up with a whole bunch of different looking shells that are actually really pretty and look pretty impressive once you put them on your cake and you're all set to go. Okay, and here's my cake that I was working with. I'm just going to show you what I did. I had made some boat chains that go around the cakes. I made an anchor, as you see, playing cards, because the person whose cake it was, they do the poker runs. It's like a boat race tournament thing. So they were doing that. But as far as the shells go, I'm sticking them on the sides of the cake. I'm adding a little bit of water to them. And I'm using them to hide some cracks in the fondant, because the fondant was kind of heavy because I had mixed it together. I didn't roll it real thin, and I should have. But I didn't. So when it pulled, it ended up putting little cracks in it. So adding a little bit of water to the shells and pressing them against the fondant, they stuck to the sides of the cake. As you can see, you piled them up however you want. It makes it look very nautical, very pretty, not hard at all, and no molds needed. So I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe because it really does help me out. I've got a lot of other videos out there, so please check those out as well. And as always, thank you for watching Caketastic Cakes.